Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Spiritual Insight Show. I'm Reverend Tiffany White, Sage Woman, and so glad, happy, excited to be sitting in the sacred circle with each and every one of you again today, July 10th. Woohoo! Here we go. My goodness, so much is going on already, huh? Always something going on. And here we are in July, and so the second Sunday. Yes, it is the second Sunday in July. Sorry about that. Just kind of woo. Just want to welcome everyone who is viewing, whether you're watching live on YouTube or live on Rumble, and even the replays on either YouTube or Rumble. And also we are take the audio from my show and from all the Goldylocks production shows, and they are put on multiple audio and music streaming platforms. All right, so let's just say hello. Who do we have here? Let's see. We've got, well, hello, beautiful Elizabeth. Yay! And she's saying hello to the Goldylocks Productions tribe, feeling an abnormally higher vibration today for some reason, and liking that. I know. Yes. Woohoo! And so hello, Richard. Hello, Richard. All right. And let's see. Hello, Veronica. Hi, sweetie. Hi, Ruth. Hello, everyone. Just letting everyone come into this sacred circle where there's lots of beautiful energy exchanges. And so hello, Sarah, Super Space Cookie. And so, yes. All right. And today is Nikola Tesla's birthday. Happy birthday. I do believe it says 166. It's 166, something like that. I have to get really close. Yep. Yes, 1856. Well, anyway, it's such a great man. So I had to look on the calendar. It's like, doesn't matter which one it is. It's just a celebration of his birthday. And so how amazing is that? So I'll be sharing some things, some little tidbits. I mean, just a couple, just briefly, because his full bio and everything, you can find that online. If you don't know already, you know who that is. I'm sure everyone does, but just in case, you never know. You can get all that information online. I think by now, pretty much everyone is aware of Nikola Tesla. And so, hello, Wendy. Welcome. Yay. And so, oh my goodness, hold on. Don't you love when you go live or you're doing something in this little, I'm grateful for the antivirus software, but it pops up right. No, not now. Oh, it's too funny. So yeah, a lot of energies. And I think this is just going to be the normal now. The way these energies are, just go with the flow. Just really go with the flow. And it's it can be very challenging. As we've been purging and taking care, hopefully, of our inner work, and purging and getting rid of things that upset us, bother us. And if we are still reacting to something instead of responding, then maybe we need to sit with that a little bit more. And let's continue to work on this. It's a work. We're a work in progress. We truly are. And so be gentle with yourselves and just one step at a time. Yes. But also, make sure you are protecting yourself, setting the boundaries. And because it's those that are doing their work, and this is why I said there's sometimes a danger with being an empath, or not a danger, empaths can be taken advantage of more easily. And we are very compassionate, right? And sometimes people takes advantage of that compassion. They can just react and spew whatever they want to publicly, or whatever, and then want to come back 24, 48 hours later and go, hey, I'm sorry. No. You know, if it's once or twice, okay. But if you see that it's a pattern and it's somebody who's just being very hurtful, it's time to love them from a distance and just say, no, no, no more. No more. Okay? Just no more. All right? And so, and that's what we've got to do. That's what we have to do. So, hello, Marsha, and blessings your way as well. And Teresa, you're always on time. Always on time. Don't be sorry for being late. You're not late. You're on time. Woohoo! Yes. So how's everyone? Well, we already know the energies are so crazy, and how everyone has been feeling. And does anyone have any questions that they want to ask, or yeah? Just take a deep breath. There's somebody in the circle. Let's just take some deep breaths and just whether it's in through your mouth, out through your nose. If you can't breathe through your nose, then through your mouth. But it's whatever feels comfortable for you. But the thing is taking some deep breaths, and you want to make sure that you can take a deep breath, whether it's through your mouth and through your nose, or both. Sometimes it's I'll do different techniques and see, like if I'm really doing some deep breathing exercises, I'll breathe in through my nose and exhale through my nose, and then sometimes in through my mouth, out through my mouth, and then maybe a deep breath in through my nose and exhale through the mouth. So it's a combination, pretty much, is what it is, right? Combination breathing techniques. And so and as long as it's very deep and you feel like you have released when you've done that. Okay, so that's what we want to do. And all right, just checking over on Rumble real quick for Rumble viewers. So what I will do is I will share some of, like I said, I'm not going to, all the history of Tesla. A lot of us already know that. I just want to share, I've got a couple of notes here on my phone. And I normally don't do that, but, I had a very busy day, and you have to do what you got to do. Anyway, I was actually in the recording studio. I was making some videos, and we have a new show host, a new show this Thursday afternoon, 3 p.m. Eastern Time and 1 p.m. Mountain Time. She's Mountain Time, and she's from Canada. Yay! Her name is Gayla Akashana. She's with Blue Lotus. I'm not messing this up. But anyway, so her show is going to be called The Guardian Connection. And it is Wednesday, again, 3 p.m. Eastern Time, right here on Goldylocks Productions. So we're going to have two shows on Thursday. So 3 p.m. and then 8 p.m., of course, Caroline and Carrie. So be sure to catch out that to catch her show debut. So I was making her show intro today, and just taking care of some other production stuff. And so I was like, all right, I have my show tonight. So I mean, just multitasking, right? You got to do what you got to do. Computer, laptop, phone going at the same time. But we got to do what we got to do. Anyway, so what I like, I'm going to share some of the interesting things. I found interesting things about Tesla. So his talking about crystals. All right. And this is what his feelings, thoughts, or about crystals was in a crystal, we have a clear record of the existence of a formative life principle. And although we cannot understand the life of a crystal, it is nonetheless a living being. Tesla also referred to them in his studies, and even today, the crystal powers have scientists almost baffled. There's one scientist though, Vogel, and the Vogel. Vogel did do some research on crystals as well, and you can get a Vogel crystal, which I will share with you shortly. Back to Tesla here. Now, Tesla did many tests using crystals as they were a huge inspiration to him. He learned that when you resonate a quartz crystal, it creates a piezoelectric field, and that field emanates into the surrounding ether. This information led him to create healing machines and to help him understand the energy produced by the earth. Interesting, huh? So, hello, Melissa Parks. What many of you may not know is that Tesla never went to the doctor, as he used his machines to heal any of his ailments. We need to recreate these machines and move into the direction of Tesla's vibrational medicine and vibrational healing, really. Healing. And I know that there are some scientists and inventors who have harnessed or tried to replicate some of that healing technology that Tesla had put forth. And so is when it becomes readily available for everyone, I think this is going to be fantastic, right? Anyway, so it's but yes, how many of you just sit with a crystal? Isn't that healing? Doesn't crystals are very, very healing? And remember, you are the power, though. They are tools. They are powerful tools, but you are the driver of that energy, that force, okay, that works with the crystal. And so I always hold a clear quartz crystal during, when I'm having my shows. It's just something that I do. It makes me feel in alignment. And I have, of course, y'all know amethyst. I love amethyst and clear quartz, but clear quartz we know is very powerful. All right. So that was just one thing about Tesla, and I'll share something else I thought was pretty fascinating. But first, let me read something. I think a comment from Robin. What the heck am I doing? I was about to do something else and forget your show. Hello, everyone. Shame on you, Robin. No, I'm kidding. Well, I'm glad, you realize what day it is. It's so hard. If I don't have the calendar, I'm glad I have a calendar in front of me to go, what day is this again? Keep me on track. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my goodness. I mean, my calendar has different highlights, markers, everything, the show schedules, everything highlighted, color coded. It's like, what's going on today? Keep me on track. Oh my gosh. Let's see, Elizabeth. I'm saying hello to Melissa. That's great. I know Melissa has great high energy. Woohoo! I love all the show hosts. We have such a powerful soul tribe, don't we? So, and before I get carried away, for those of you listening to the show for the first time or watching, my website is whitesagewoman.com. And I'm saying sage, S-A-G-E. It's white, WHITE, woman, WOMAN.com. And that's how you can find me on my website. Of course, you can contact me through there or through the Goldylocks Productions website as well. And that's Goldylocks with a Y. All right. So GoldylocksProductions.com is that website as well. So, yes. All right. So, something else that I thought was interesting was because we have a lot of pigeons around. We have some pigeons around here, and you all know my bird stories. For those of you who have listened, my bird stories. So I thought this was quite interesting. So in 1922, Nikola Tesla had claimed that a white pigeon flew into his hotel room as a way to communicate that she was dying. He spent over $2,000 on this injured white pigeon. This amount included building a device for this very special pigeon that comfortably supported her so that her bones would heal. He said that he truly loved this pigeon and she loved him back. Of course, that beautiful connection with nature. Unfortunately, he was not able to save the pigeon, but he claimed that before he passed, he saw a radiant white light shining from her eyes that was beyond comparison of any light of the electrical mechanisms that he had invented or worked with during his career. Isn't that beautiful? He saw the light in her eyes. Aww, so sweet. So beautiful. Anyway, I wanted to share those two little tidbits because I was like, okay, let's let me share those. The other things, the scientific accomplishments, the history and all that, you can get all that information. But I came across those and thought that was very fascinating. And so, hello, beautiful Carol Ann. So let's see. Robin said my phone was turned off and I did not hear a notification. Oh yeah. Well, you must have got some notification, Robin, because you're here. Let's see, Veronica. I have 2 calendars and post-it notes everywhere to keep track. Right, Veronica? Oh my gosh, I'm serious. It's like, what day is this? I'm with you, sweetie. And so, yes, Robin, I know you have a very strong connection with birds and with animals. I know all of us here have a strong connection with nature. And so, not just animals, but nature as well, with the plants, with trees, with we really can communicate with plants, whether they're flowers that are growing, vegetable gardens, bushes, anything. And it's we and I know a lot of us are growing vegetable gardens, and so it's fun to watch that whole process, and a learning experience too, communicating together. And it's not just plant this, water it, it's got to have sun and grow. There's an energy component to that. There is completely an energy component to that. Wouldn't you agree? And how many of you give some energy healing to your plants, and to, if you just plant something, whether it's, again, a plant, a bush or a tree or just anything like that. And I've told you I rescued from a grocery store. They were selling these white maple trees, and there was like one left, and it just sat there for a couple of weeks. And they look like just big sticks. They don't have any leaves or anything on them. And it was like the last one left, and I felt so sorry for it. I was like, what am I going to do with this? I'm like, well, I've got to save it. Or at least help it. We don't save anything, but we do help, right? And just like Tesla was trying to help the pigeon, and even though the pigeon didn't stay in physical form, he made a big difference in that pigeon's life, and that pigeon made a huge difference in Tesla's life. And so we're always making a big difference to nature. And even if you're trying to rescue or to help a plant, or anything, a tree or something to grow, and it just doesn't know that it is very grateful for that energy exchange. So I am. It looks like the bark is starting to change some colors. So I know that the root system had to establish first, and so finally, I think it's been a month where I'm starting to. I can see some changes. I can feel the changes, and so we can communicate with them. And I'm even it just well, when you see the fairies, especially in the flower plants, and you see them, and you know that on a flower there can be multiple elementals living on this flower. And so I try to be very careful, even when I'm watering, or anything like that, and you get some water in the flowers and you hear, well, you're getting us wet. Oh, sorry. You know, the ground. Yes, okay, the ground. Uh, and it's so before I deadhead anything, take off the blooms that have, the blooms that had bloomed and then they died, and before I make any cuts or take anything else, like, okay, I'll tell the plant I'm going to deadhead now, or I'm going to cut this off. I'm going to, I'm going to remove this branch and rose bushes, this one is turning brown now. I'm going to cut this and remove this. And so it's not silly. We need to have that communication and be very respectful of nature to that degree. Yes, to that degree. And so it's, would you like someone just coming up to you and just start pinching you or cutting you, or I mean, seriously, we really do have to just just be very, very respectful and reconnect with our nature, with nature, and with this beautiful biosphere, this planet. And as we are all ascending in this ascension process and getting closer and closer, our energies and our relationships should be fine tuning as well. Okay. So, yes, Veronica, right. Yep. Yeah, even worn the grass, it's time for a haircut. Exact. Yes. Okay, I'm going to cut the grass. Yeah, I'm going to cut you. Yeah, exactly. That's it. Yes. And so it's people might think it's funny or it's corny, but it's not. It's not at all. And yeah. Yeah. Let me take a sip of water. Stay hydrated. Oh, my goodness. Okay. So, the thing I've told y'all before about our shop, I know I told a lot of you about the Goldylocks Productions shop. There's a sale going on it started yesterday, July 9th through Thursday, July the 14th. It's 15% off right now. 15%. You can go check out the official Goldylocks Productions shop. I will put that link into the comments so everyone could see that. And for those Rumble viewers, it's actually in the description. It is actually in the description too on YouTube, I believe. So, but I'll put it in the comments where everyone can see it, where you can click on it. If you want to just click on it to open the tab and look later. Or if you can multitask. Anyway, so take advantage of that 15% off now till the 14th, till Thursday. Okay, so in case you was eyeballing something and it's like, I'll wait for a sale. And and that's fine too. They have these periodic sales. So there you go. Just letting you know, there's another one. Yes. All right. So, my goodness. I hope everyone had, here in the United States, we had Memorial Day. See, I don't know what day it is. No, we had the 4th of July, or Independence Day last week. And so a lot of celebrations. Last weekend and then here where we are, I mean, it just continues on for the rest of the summer. But this past weekend or this past weekend, last night we had a huge celebration in this city. They did their fireworks. You know, some cities will have fireworks. So that they're not competing all at the same time. I'm finding that surrounding cities will have them at different times so that it extends the celebration and everyone has a chance. The only thing is that the poor dogs, I mean, they just don't. My my goodness, you know, so so it always is a big draw. Everyone wants to come over when we're so close, you know, to where the water is and where the barge is, and so people they block our street off and then walk down and see the fireworks, and you can see them from our backyard too. So it's like kind of like a hot spot, you know. So you know, sons and their friends, the girlfriends come over, and so it's just you know, hey, can we come over? Can we park in the driveway? Yeah, sure, whatever. Just come on over, and so we we used to have these big parties, and then it's just oh okay enough. You kind of get over it, and it's like. It's okay, but we'll you know go outside and watch the fireworks, and I'm having to watch the dog too. So it's kind of like all right, so you know I'm keeping him calm. It took him till this afternoon. I think he finally got 100% better, and it's just you know poor thing. I mean I give him some things for anxiety, but it's still natural, all natural, of course, all natural stuff for anxiety. But it's when it sounds when they're so close, and it sounds like a cannon's going off, and it a couple of them made me jump because it caught me off guard. But so yeah, that's the only thing I don't like about it is the sound why it has to be like that and hurt you know those beings that have very sensitive hearing. So you know, and then it's kind of like had to help him this morning. He was just like a little. He was so traumatized last night. I know he slept really well because he was so tired from barking, and the poor baby. Yeah, and I know we all have probably experienced that with our furry babies. So at this time of the year. So yes, so we are in July. Hello, Liddell. Thanks for tuning in. So, but yeah, so that this is how everything has been. Just surfing the energies, just going with the flow. And yeah. So, anybody have any questions or any concerns or just anything they want to share or yeah, is there anything you want insight on? Just post your questions in the comments. And so this is pretty much just wanted to make this show about you guys and answer any of your questions and just like I said, just wish Tesla a happy birthday and knowing that really soon a lot. And I know he wasn't like the inventor of a lot of these things. He was the one to try to make sure that that technology wasn't going to be buried. So he was trying to keep something alive that was available to us, and was really trying to be snuffed out. And so that's why the patents and no, I'm going to do this. I'm going, you know, he tried really hard to make sure that it wasn't going to fall on deaf ears, and it hasn't. And even if you know all those who live like we say before their time, they were so brilliant, and did they make a difference? Absolutely, everyone makes a difference, whether you realize it or not. And so you know, everyone makes a difference, whether you're good, bad, you know, but the lasting, if you're vibrating that source frequency of love, that's everlasting. That's pure, and that's forever. The light and the truth. Nothing. You don't extinguish that. No. All right. It always resurfaces. It always comes back, doesn't it? So, all right. Let me see. What else do they want to talk about? There's somebody in the circle that has a question or something that they want you to ask or something to talk about next when they do this. There you go. Thank you, Elizabeth. I was like, who has the question? Can you tell us more about the notion that crystals are living beings that you referenced earlier? So from from Tesla. Sure. This Earth, this planet, this biosphere is living. She's a living being. So every aspect of her, and she has different aspects, or let me say, for each density, like a different, Earth, Tara, or Terra. Some people say Terra, some people say Tara. Earth, Tara, Gaia. The third density is Earth, that we know. Going up in the ascension, the fifth is Terra, and the seventh is Gaia. So we're working in all these densities, and in this ascension process, every part of it's living. All of nature is living. The crystals are living. How they're formed, how the elements work with the earth. Rocks are living, right? So crystals, rocks. If you look at sand under a microscope, it looks like, I think there's pictures online, of sand under a microscope. It looks like a whole bunch of little tiny crystals. Earth is so beautiful. Our biosphere, this planet, this realm is just amazing. As one of the things that Tesla says, that this isn't a planet, this is a biosphere, this is a realm, this is a living being as well. And so we haven't been very nice to our host, or hostess, whatever, have we? And so this is why we have to be very, very nice, because things could have. We're doing all this together, and that's the thing. Let's do this together. We're working with this biosphere. We're working with this realm. We're working together. All right. And I'm just going to say loosely the planet, because that's what we're used to saying. But we're working with this planet in the ascension, and we're also working with our star families in this ascension. So it's not just affecting humanity. It's every living being, nature, animals, our the elements, elementals, everything's alive. Energy. It's all energy. It's all energy. Okay. And so that's a great question, Elizabeth. Oh, she has another one. Are man-made things then also living, like, for example, plastic? No. No. Man-made things. Everything has a vibration. Everything does put off. Everything does have a vibration, from what I understand. And just if you can ask to see the energy, if you want to see the energy of something, like the couch or chairs. We think it's sitting on the floor. It actually does vibrate. It does vibrate. I've had this, and you're going to laugh, this uncanny ability to communicate with cars. Ever since I can communicate, I can tell you what's wrong with your car. Let me just, and that is something that is right, but it's metal. But metal comes from, and it's how or if they're using any part of this that's made from the earth in it, it does have a vibration, maybe not as strong as like 100%. This is from earth, but we create this plastic, and it's the processing of the plastic, and then how now it's even dangerous. It's everywhere. The offput of it when they produce it, the little particles are in our oceans or in our water, and it's in the when it rains. And that's like, I think people are just like, what are they doing to our snow? It's the plastic, the production of it, the recycling of it. And then they say that like they would try to burn snow and it melts like plastic would. Well, there you go. It's because it's in there. It is. It's everywhere. But there are most definitely technologies to clean all that up. Okay. So yes. Let's see. But if they're made from something living, yeah. So then, like I said, like so ships, boats, cars, metal, wood made from something, it does have an energy of vibration, not as strong as if it was left in its natural state, but it does have that life force to it. Depends on how strong it is. All right. And so yeah, lab created things usually are not very beneficial and don't play nicely with other living beings. That's if it causes pollution, if it causes damage, it's not living in harmony, right? Veronica, I worry that crystals are overmined and that some should be left alone on the earth. Absolutely. I was concerned about that too, Veronica. And it's like the intention of these but of it. But this planet has reassured me that when she's done, she'll just create a little quake, or she'll close up any mines, or she'll stop that from happening, like a big production. She doesn't mind and this planet's not really he or she, that this planet vibrates both. All right, so that doesn't really matter. I'm just saying, all right, she, because we know it's Mother Earth, right? All right, so she loves when the intention of exploring children and the child and the adults, we like to go digging for the crystals. She doesn't mind that. She loves that we get excited about exploring, and then, oh look, and then it's a gift, and we treasure it, and that gives love and energy right back to her. Remember, was it? I still do it, so I can't say as a child. Then we pick up rocks. Just rocks have a lot of vibration, a lot of energy, and just they're quite chatty. And you just love on a rock. She feels that too. It's an extension of her. Any of the plants, anything that comes from her sacred womb, has a lot of power, has a lot of frequency, and we should be treating that with respect. And so I love that. And seashells on the beach, we love the seashells. We get so excited, right? And so she doesn't mind that. She goes, it's when in big industries for greed, for selling, they don't care if they're hurting. However they create a mind, blow up, or blow up stuff, whatever, blah 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 blah, but with no regards, no nothing. That's where it's harmful, and that's a no. Don't do that. I know that there are some geologists who will go and do their own digs, and they bless the earth first. So you want to be careful just where you're getting your stones from. But if they're being sold in a shop, they're already there, right? And I know it's like the supply and the demand, supply and demand. And again, know that if it's done in a harmful manner, it will be stopped. Okay. So yeah. Oh, Elizabeth, I love that you have too much energy today. I love that. Woohoo! Veronica, thank you. I appreciate the reassurance. And so, yes, yeah, and see, this is when we love on our crystals. We're loving her. We're helping her. We're giving her that energy. We are connecting with her and giving her that strength that she needs. And yeah. Go out there and just put some dirt in your hand and just, I love you. Stand there barefoot on the grass and send love. I mean, there's just so many things. Trees. I love trees. But anything that's made from wood too. You still love the essence of wherever that came from. You're loving the essence of that wood, that product. Okay. Let's see. I bet she doesn't like the way new battery is digged out. Okay. It's interesting. You talking about the electric cars, Richard? I want to touch base on this. Please don't fall for you're not saving the energy. Just please, just don't. The electric cars. All right. I don't know if you can see this, but you can actually Google this information, I think, or on the search engine that will tell you the truth. Because I got it from here. You're not going to be able to see it, I don't think. Anyway, well, maybe can you see? All right, so this is a graveyard of electric cars in Paris. They are all left with bad batteries, and compared to the price of a new one, it's not worth the repair. The repair of these cars are more than a new one. Now, no junkyard accepts them. So by the time we realize the high price we are paying for environmental sustainability, it will be too late. No, it won't be too late. We are aware right now of what's going on, and just stop this nonsense. Stop it. Stop. Okay, and here's something else. Fossil fuels, crap. Oil. There's more natural oil on this planet than there is water. Oil is naturally reoccurring. They don't want to tell you that. All right? Because they want to control the price of it. Please. Just please stop with all the nonsense. Enough already. Enough. Oh my goodness. All right, Elizabeth, I picked up rocks from the Colosseum in Rome a few days ago, and they were granite pieces. Also, I'm treasuring them. Yes, isn't that great? Isn't that wonderful? I have, oh my goodness, when did they go? This was my brother. My brother and his first wife. This was a while ago. We went to Egypt. They went to Egypt and they brought me back, and I still have the bottles. 3 bottles of sand from Egypt, from near the pyramids, and I treasure them. It's just like, ooh, sand. Yeah. How many of us have done that? Have you gone to a beach, a vacation, and just gotten some sand? And so, but ask if it's okay. You ask, can I take some, please, as a souvenir? Because I know what you've got to be very careful about is Hawaii and some of the lava rocks. You just ask. Certain areas that might be kind of sacred, and there's a no. Do not take this. Do not take any of this. Okay, I won't. So as long as you ask if it's okay, can oh, you're so beautiful. Can I take you home with me? Can you stay with me, or or do you need to stay here? And you'll just listen, and you'll get that. Okay. And so, yeah, that's what I thought you were talking about, Richard. Okay, so I have to just calm down because and then we're moving back to the rocks. Because it's like, oh, come on. Come on. We all know this. Yeah. All right. Mm. So, yeah, so I even have to, have to just ask, okay, is it okay? Is it okay if I take this, if I find something? And so a lot of times because a lot of times too, it can be put there for you to find from a loved one, right? And from it could be a gift from nature, a gift from spirit that makes sure that our loved one that is making sure that you get that. Okay. So that's what I'm saying. Don't ever do that. And absolutely, because it could be a gift for you. Just ask. That's all. You'll know. You'll get the impression, right? Veronica, my sister-in-law, brought me back a rock from Loch Ness in Scotland. So cool. Oh my goodness, Veronica, that is so awesome. I bet that's powerful, huh? Wow. Robin, I collect sand from beaches I've been to. Yes, I used to do that. I used to do that too. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Hmm. And so, yeah. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, and you put them in the clear jars. Sand, if you collect the sand and the shells, that's like a little scrapbook. It's a living scrapbook of, oh, this is, remember we went here? Or like those decorative vases or something, right? Or jars or whatever. And you just the clear and you put some sand and some shells in there. And maybe just this is maybe a picture of you there too. Isn't that a great little display of this is where I was here? You have that little piece with you and you can access that when you have that energy from there. It's so easy to access it, to get right back in that energy field, almost like a portal, like you're connecting right to that area, isn't it? So it's pay attention to the energies, and this is the thing that comes through loud and clear. And so it's pay attention to the energies, because this is how moving forward we are going to navigate through our life. We're going to navigate through everything, through this realm, through all different realms. I mean, there's just I think it's slowly but surely coming out. It's being proved that every big city here had a Stargate. What, and wow, how did they, without any roads, there didn't used to be any roads. How did they go from one place to the next? How does this person on a mountain get supplies? There's not even a road. Or this area looks like they're secluded. No, there's none of this. Let's do away with all of this crazy transportation and things that hurt the earth because of all these roads and all of this pollution and all this. You just, you know what? Wasn't that fantastic? So here I am in Connecticut. I'm going to go, you know what? I'm going to go to a convention in the fall in Florida. I'm going to go to the Stargate and go to Florida. I'll be back in a little bit. And then when it's done, you go back to the Stargate and you're home. I'm home. Wow. But we used to do this a lot. Do you remember that? And as we are remembering how much freedom we had, and it's returning to us, but better, because it's not something from the past coming forward. It's going to be even better, even better, right? Oh yeah, I put things in jars. I have my universe in a jar. Yeah, there you go. Wendy, TSA doesn't like jars of sand. Oh, they don't? Yeah, I don't. Mm-mm. I can count, I think, on one hand, or I think I might now be on the other hand. But it's less than 10 times that I have flown in my whole life. I don't like the altitude change. I don't like what it does to my ears and to the energy in my brain. I don't like flying. I don't like that. Um, I don't like what it does to the body. So if I drive, though, I'll drive. I'll drive from the East Coast to the West Coast. I've done that. I'll drive from the north to the south. Doesn't matter. I love driving. Plus, it's fun, And then you are in command of where you're going, what you're doing. Elizabeth, come see me, Melissa, Carolina, Florida, West Coast rules. Oh, the West Coast of Florida. Yes, Elizabeth. Yes, exactly. That's it. Okay, we're going to go over there. So, oh, wow, that's interesting, Robin. You were able to bring sand back from Puerto Rico. Nice. Very nice. Yeah, yeah. So, oh, the ears. How many of y'all, your ears? Feels like you got water in your ear or something, or just like a squishy sound. Anyway. I usually talk about as an airhead. Now it just feels like the water in the ears, a waterhead, waterhead. But we're all, whether it's the tones or where you're feeling like you're underwater, how your ears feel when you're underwater. So yeah, a lot of that. It's good stuff though. From what I understand, it's all good stuff. Yeah. So, all right. Oh yeah, my ears are acting crazy. Lots of tones. Mm-hmm. Just yep. That's make sure you kind of like pop, or do you kind of like extend your jaw to pop your ears, and I feel like that helps sometimes. It just passes though. It doesn't last too long. No. Yeah. All right. So Elizabeth, you were talking about flying, so that's why the ear thing happened. I felt that too. Yeah, yeah. Well, there have been some, and they don't like people to know this. What it does, and science knows it. Again, all this stuff was all going to be revealed to us. All the things that's been hidden from us and lied and everything, but really, I used to be able to see the energy and the vibrations all the time when I was younger. So, and then to live life, I've asked to tone it back. And then in adult, and then with healing, it comes back in healing sessions, or if I ask to see it. And what it does to your body and to your brain, those altitudes, is really not safe and not healthy. And I have seen some articles of where, oh my gosh, somebody went crazy. A mentally unstable person did this on a plane. But let's back up. Are you telling the whole story? Are you telling the truth? Was this person mentally unstable before they got on the plane? Or did they have a chemical reaction that caused them to have the reaction that they did? Yes. Okay. Anyway, I ain't gonna go there. You gotta do what you gotta do. That's all I'm saying. I think it's like, no. I'm either gonna astral travel or I'm gonna go through a Stargate. I'll wait, thank you. Or drive. Let's across the water. Sarah, my ears keep popping and feeling plugged. Yeah, right. Yes, that's that feel like when you're underwater, how it kind of feels like it's plugged, or yeah. Veronica, my ears have been ringing so much, I know automatically say leave a message and I'll get back with you. That's cute. Oh yeah. Though, it's not just, and here's the thing, it's not just spirit communication. It is we are rising in frequencies. And so we're tuning in. You know how you're tuning in on a radio station? And so we're tuning into these different higher frequencies now. And so it's not always someone trying to get a message to us, or whether it's our guidance team, our loved ones, right? Our higher self. It actually just our bodies with more light coming into our DNA and into our bodies. And it's making the adjustments, if that makes any sense. Oh, and here was something else too. So I think I've mentioned this just very briefly. I don't want to like to make a big deal about it, but you because it's like, okay, whatever. We all communicate with loved ones or with, but and just even someone that you was like, okay, so what's the connection there? So Tesla has been coming to me for like the last year and a half, and at first I remember when he first showed up to me, and I was like, it's like, oh no, am I gonna start automatic writing like scientific equations or stuff or these drawings? And I was like, no, I'm the wrong person. Don't do that to me. And I'm like, oh no, I'm not that person. And then I realized though that, there's so much more to him than that. And he was not coming to visit for that reason. And it was, this is what he said. He loves crystals. He loves the crystals and the healing. He's intrigued with anyone that uses crystals and healings, and with of course, the vibrational frequency healings, and the fact that I have pigeons and birds, and he loved that. And so, you know what? It's just that beautiful, beautiful love, the frequency of love connection. That's all. Hi, this is cool. So I was like, oh, whew, good. So anyway, I know it's kind of funny, but but something he did share with me though. We've all heard of the significance of 369. He said if you understood the significance of 369, Tesla said if you understood the significance of 369, then you have the keys to the universe. And I've heard many explanations for this, and all very quantum, scientific, okay, blah, blah, blah. So I was bringing in more light. We should every day ask for more source light to shine into your body. Well, this is how I'll say it. I'll share this with you. Okay, so the last thing. So share this. Every day I ask for source light. So I'll ask like I'm going through it now. So I'm asking source light to come into my aura, into my luminous energy field, into this sacred, sacred, sacred space, into my body, into every cell of my body, into every strand of my DNA. And every strand of my DNA is activated for my highest and greatest. They will activate in the order that they need to. So it was when I was doing this that he came in, and I was like, one strand at a time. A lot of people think 2 strands at a time, out of 12 strands, 2 strands at a time. And he was telling me, he said, well, we already have 2 strands activated. Activate one more, the 3. So then it's going to be a domino effect. You activate 3, then you activate 3 more. 3, 6, 3 more, 9, 12, etc. And he was like, but it's going to get faster. We're activating strands of our DNA 3, 6, 9 at a time. I was like, oh, is that what you meant by 3, 6, 9? It's our DNA strands, activating our DNA strands? Oh my gosh. So now I'm like, okay, so 3 strands at a time, 3, 6, 9, 12, and etc. as we are sending, all right, Wow. So there we go. All right. So let's see. Hope that helps. See what that. See how that feels. Let me know. Veronica, a lot changing in my life that makes sense. My energy is changing as well. Yes, absolutely. This is why exactly. This is why there's an attack on our DNA to shut us down from ascending. If you're not sure what I mean by that, we can have private conversations. I can't say it online right now. Anyway, most definitely is an attack to shut our DNA, because we are in our DNA divine, sovereign beings. So much freedom. And very high vibration when we realize how powerful we are. We have those keys. The DNA is our keys. And are like a lock, a combination. Let's get the right combination. 3, 6, 9, let's go. And so now I'll say, all right, let's activate that third DNA strand, that 3, then the domino, 3, 6, 9, 12. Woo! Hold on. All right. So thank you so much, everyone, for sitting in the sacred circle this evening. It's been lots of fun. And I love our energy exchanges and our time together. And I truly, truly honor, love, and appreciate each of you. Please know that, from my sacred heart to your sacred heart. And just keep shining brightly. That's the most powerful thing we can do right now, is to be the divine sovereign beings that we were divinely created to be. All right. So shine on, sisters and brothers. Much love to each of you. Until next Sunday, same time, same place. Good night.
Don't want the fun to end? Grab more refreshments. Then head over to the Goldylocks Productions YouTube channel. With the huge selection of shows, the fun doesn't have to end.